What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, both on a market watch today. Comment question of the day: who's gonna try to win one of these beautiful playmats? The Yu-Gi-Oh! Day playmat. Who wants to win one of these? I mean, look at it. It is absolutely amazing. Now, for those of you that are out there going, V, I don't like this playmat. I don't want to go and play Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. I don't think the playmat's that good. That's fair, 100% acceptable. Do you like value? These playmats are going to be unloaded, and everybody's going to be wanting to get their hands on these. Now, if you're the type of player that does not want this playmat, just realize the fact that other people do want this playmat, and they want something that you have. Well, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, they're probably going to trade you, whether it be cash, currency, anything, cards. You're going to have the ability to trade for this playmat if you do not want it. If you do want it, well, have good trades ready. I do think it's a very nice playmat, and this weekend a lot of players are going to be going off and trying to get their own copy of this version. Of course, you guys can get the mouse pad as well. I'm going to tell you guys right now, the mouse pad's not that good. And then, of course, you can get a field center. If you guys have been following me on Instagram by clicking the description below, you already seen a preview of what the field center actually looks like. It looks amazing. I thought it was like a weird burgundy color. No. It's a holofoil field center. It looks absolutely stunning. And like I said, once again, guys, follow me on Instagram if you want to check that out. If you're already clicking the description down below, make sure you click on the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below and answer that comment question of the day. Let me know if you're going to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day to try to win one of your Yu-Gi-Oh! Day playmats. Look, moving on with the OTS Tournament Pack 11, we have to really take into serious consideration what is going to be the third ulti for OTS Tournament Pack 12. We know it's Twin Twisters. We know it's Solemn Warning. These are the two OTS 12s Ultimate Rares that we're getting. In about 2 weeks, you will have access to OTS Tournament Pack 12. We'll have an array of bunch of new Super Rares, as well as an array of our Ultimate Rare cards. Definitely liking the fact that we're getting Twin Twisters, we're getting Solemn Judgment. But what is going to be the third Ultimate Rare? That's a really tough question. If you guys want to like to comment down below, I'd love to know what you guys think. I would love it to be Abyss Dweller. I would love it to be Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Definitely needed to be done. But could it be an extra deck monster? I mean, wouldn't be surprised. Looking at OTS Tournament Pack 11, we see Pot of Zayas, we see Scratch Striker's Ace Kana, we see Dingusu. We got 2 in this one. Looking back at the other previous OTS Tournament Pack Ultimate Rares, a majority of them have always included an extra deck monster. There is few exceptions, and those few exceptions have been hand traps. So in my opinion, we're either going to get an extra deck monster or a hand trap. Realistically speaking, I want it to be Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. I think that's something that we're all agreeing on as far as the Ultimate Rare from OTS Tournament Pack 11. I think it'll be great. You got also like Orcus Harp Harbor and Orcus Nightmare cards that were still valued and still roughly around $2 on the market, but they're going down in value. And I think Konami knows this, and Konami always times the OTS Tournament Packs to when one's going down, the other one comes out, or at least the news of the other one coming out. And if you've been watching my market watch for a while, guys, when the OTS Tournament Pack 11 came out, I already told you we're getting OTS Tournament Pack 12 in December to maybe early January. And here we are, December 5th, going to be getting OTS Tournament Pack 12 out soon. So please get ready for that, because that's going to be a crazy locals if the Ultimate Rare is Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Let's look at Mystic Fires real quickly, guys. This is the newest set coming out today. In some areas, came out yesterday in other areas. If you have a local OTS store, you can do it the day before. So yesterday, you had the opportunity to grab some Mystic Fighters. Today is when it's officially out everywhere else. The number 1 exclusive card is Primatech Alembertian with a $41 market price. The value roughly right now is about $31. This card yesterday, I did a market watch yesterday. It was at $75 and it's already tanked back down in value. Next, guys, we have Kitchen Dragon Maid coming out of Mystic Fighters with a $22 price point. Dragon Maids, are they gonna be good or not? Look at this value, and this is why Mystic Fighters is so interesting to me. It should be interesting to all you guys out there. We only have 2 realistical valued cards, and I'm not even like big on value. Like look at this. Almerdine is about $40, roughly estimate. Dragon Maid's about $20 estimated. Okay, 40 and 20 is the money cards of the set. No, that's not how it works with a subset. Every time we get a subset, we get value, like real value. And look at it right now, I don't see any. I think this is trash of value. But I do think it's only because of trash of value because you players don't know if this is going to be a good set or not. You players are highly skeptical if Dragon Maids are going to be as good as, you know, everyone else that doesn't know about them things. Me, personally speaking, I think Dragon Maids are definitely have hidden potential. I think these 3 deck cores that come out in this set have huge potential. My only question to everybody else is, what are you looking to pick up? Because personally, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm grabbing the Dragon Maids. I think they're going to be really good. I think they're really worth it. And with a $22 market price for Dragon Maid being the highest valued one, this is not that big of a deal. Then we have Nurse Dragon Maid coming out for $13. The market price is going to be roughly around $12. By the way, when to buy this, Paisanos? You can use my TCG player link down in the description below. You can bookmark it and all that stuff, but don't buy it now. Do not buy this now. Let me just put the no. You don't want to go in on this now. This you might want to go in on. Well, because it'd be hard to, get it off someone's hands after a week or two. But do not go in on the Mystic Fighters set yet for singles. Wait. I always say wait at least a week to a week and a half. I always say the best time to buy, the best day to buy is always on a Wednesday, because that's when we see low sales, we see people really hesitant. Realistically speaking, we see people not buying, we see the market more, and when there's no low sales, the market is always still people always still putting up things for sale. So the market value is going lowest, peak at Wednesday. Once again, people aren't buying as much on a Wednesday, but people are still listing. People are still lowering their prices to be competitive, and that's why we're seeing the big variance. So anyway, I always think Wednesday is the best day to buy, and I'm not sure about next Wednesday, or maybe definitely the Wednesday after, but I'm not sure about next Wednesday. But you definitely want to look into this when it comes on to as far as buying the set. We have a good thing coming up with us this weekend. Is the YCS happening in California. So if Dragon Man see no play, you might be able to buy it next Wednesday. If they see play, the hype is going to change the set tremendously. If Dragon Mans win the YCS, all this price points, nope, it's gonna be double and triple in some case. So keep that in consideration when you're looking at someone at your locals pulling Dragon Maidens cards. It might have a good card. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to feed the hype. I swear I'm not trying to feed the hype. But if you're like me and you want to grab these Dragon Maids and you want to not pay primo dollar, you're going to want to be really hesitant and you're going to be really smart on when you go in on cards and when you don't go in on cards. Once again, I highly recommend you do not buy the cards. If you can trade for the cards, do it, because you have about this weekend. Once the YCS is over and Dragon Maid is, let's say, even if one tops the YCS, that's a big deal. That's a game changer. And we don't know if that's going to happen or not happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen, because I really do want this deck. Absolutely want it badly. We also have generators as well, maintaining a $9 to $6 price point for the highest price cards. Boss Stage is roughly around $9. Mordell Generator Boss of Light is roughly around $6. One of these could be the deck core that could win YCS Pasadena this weekend. That's how important it is. So if you're trading, it's hard to figure out what to trade for and what not to trade for. It really is. And good luck, Paisanos, if you are in that boat. Up next, guys, we have Appaloosa, both the Goddess Prismatic. With a $406 market price, the value is $520. Prismatics are being bought out all over the place. And I talked about it the other day in my market watch, when I showed Appaloosa's Prismatic price point and IB's Prismatic price point. I honestly do think, even though when IB came out, Appaloosa spiked as well as IB spikes, I do think as Konami keeps releasing more core sets, we're going to see more prismatics in those core sets, and we will actually see the price points of these prismatics either go down or spike and just be bought out all over the place based on hype and huge expectation. I don't think the market can hold that hype and huge expectation. I honestly do think that these price points will go down. Will they tank? No, but they're definitely going to go down. So just keep that in consideration if you're looking to hold these cards and you'll know whether to sell these or not to sell these. In the case of Appaloosa, keep it if you're using it. I'm using it, and I'm definitely gonna be keeping mine. But look at other cards. You have Wind Charter Vernon. It's about 500. This got bought out, and this card's doing nothing. Like this is what I say about prismatics. The bots of prismatics almost makes no sense to me. I don't agree with them whatsoever, and I don't think you guys should go in and go crazy over them. So seriously, don't go too crazy over these prismatics. Some of these buyouts make no sense. And in the case of Wind Charter Verdant, it definitely makes no sense. We also have Appaloosa the Goddess. Unlimited's roughly around $71. Market price of this card is about $72. We're seeing Appaloosa first editions be about $74. Even though some people are listing Japanese Appaloosas. Bro, get that trash out of here. We can't use it. We're not gonna pay $43 for a Japanese Appaloosa. There's no Appaloosa GOAT deck. Like, get out of here. What are you doing? The market is so weird sometimes, guys. Then we have Marine Says Call Anemone starting to fall down, barely holding on to a $20 price point. Market price of this card roughly around 22. That peak was 25. But once again, Marine Says, you're not doing nothing, that goes down. We also have Gizmek. Look at this Japanese guy. Like, dude, whoever listens Japanese, just nobody's buying your stuff. Gizmek with a 1950 market price is actually stabilizing. Kind of weird to see that, actually. And I think by next month, the value of Gizmek is going to tank as you can place pull away from Orcus, which mainly uses the card. We also have Get Out, which is slowly increasing in value, holding almost their $8 price point, matching its market price at almost at $8 for Get Out. The card was at $5 for a while, guys. We also have Marisa Seahorse, which is going down in value, barely holding on to a $5 price point. Market price holding this card almost near $7, but it's barely holding on to that. So we have IP Masquerena Prismatic, $376 market price, and its current price point is $800. Once again, this card is going to tank hard. If you have IP Masquerena, I know I said the last one was like 5. I know I said it was at 6. I know I said it was at 7. But it's at $800. Look at me right now. Sell IP Masquerena. You're not going to have the ability to. This card is a ticking time bomb. It's gonna blow up eventually. Do you want to blow up when you're holding it, or do you want to get rid of this card? I would get rid of this card. It's not used as much as Appaloosa. It just isn't. I'm sorry. Unless it's in your deck, I would unload this card quickly. Other cards like Salamangreat Great Power Phoenix are almost less than half its price point. With a $155 market price, Salamangreat Great Power Phoenix is roughly around $88. Unchained Aruhu, $138. Still holding a $110 market price. People are still waiting for that Unchained stuff to come out in the next set. I'm hoping Unchained is good. I think they look great. And then you got Gorgon, Empress of the Evil Eye, being the $80 card, and it's gonna be like 60 soon. Just don't worry about that. Starlight Seafree is already starting to go down in value. With a $40 market price, the current value of this card is at $37. After that one is gone, though, the next listing is roughly around $43. And I guarantee you, this weekend, nobody's gonna be unloading Seafrees for $37. They're gonna be like, it's $43, $45 for Seafrees. Do you want to do trades or what? To be honest with you, I said the other day I was gonna list and sell my Starlight Seafree, and I did. I got rid of mine. That's gone already. And if you don't want to get rid of yours, that's fine. I know some people are expecting it to be good in the next set. Totally reasonable. But I don't know if it's going to be. But for the see a card at this high in value, I don't feel comfortable holding it. I unloaded mine. You do whatever you want with yours. I just got rid of mine because I don't think it's going to maintain a high price. Then we have regular versions of IP Masquerena with a $29 market price. The current price point is roughly around $26. There's 10 of them, by the way. So in case someone goes, well, the next one will be 27. Sure. Get through this 10 wall and talk to me. $26 for IP Masquerena. It's going down in value. It's definitely going down in value 100%. And with the release of Chaos Impact Special Edition, the value is going to go down even further. This is why I'm very skeptical on Chaos Impact. With all the values about to be tanking, it's weird, really weird to see anybody holding these cards. It makes no sense if you think about it. Marisa's Blue Tang? Well, it's about $13 to $14. This card was $25. Pre-release prices were $35. It's absolutely insane how much it went down. However, Salamangreat Power Phoenix is actually stabilizing roughly around $15 for near its market price. It's almost at $15. So I don't know what's going on with Salamangreat Power Phoenix, but salad players are just. Is there like a salad meeting that's just not telling nobody and just going, yeah, we're doing it now, boys? I don't know. Maybe they are. Then you got a bunch of Unchained cards, still holding a $9 price point. Striker Dragon at $8. Sell this card. It's an ultra rare. Get rid of this card. It's still $8. I got rid of mine when they were like 9 to 10s. Get rid of yours right now. It's worthless. Even if you think the card's good, it has a good effect, I guess. Get rid of it. You get it later on. It's not going to make me an $8 price point for long. We have Jacob Berserker of the Tenyi. This card actually might have a chance of going up in value. I'm not even joking. If you don't have one, you might want to grab one. Seriously, I think it's a good card. Unchained Soul Disaster is $5. This is a secret rare. That's $5. This is why I'm very skeptical. I don't know, a lot of people are skeptical about Unchained. They think Unchained has a chance of being good in the next set, and I'm right with you guys. I think Unchained is super cheap right now. Like Unchained Soul Anguish, a secret rare coming out of Chaos Impact, that's $2? Yeah, I'm with you guys. I totally think Unchained has some hidden potential. Either that or Konami really blundered through Chaos Impact as far as what is the right and what's the wrong secret rares. Because Masquerena should definitely have been a secret rare. But looking at Unchained Soul Anguish, looking at Unchained Soul Disaster, these cards are dirt cheap. Yeah, I highly recommend you go in and grab these cards. Why not? It's a very cheap deck core. Up next, guys, we have Dark Neostorm. With Silent Mining already going down to about $38. The wall is broken, my friends. With a $42 market price, Silent Mining is barely holding on to that at $38. Remember this card was at $45 a couple of weeks ago? Well, not anymore. Once again, this is what happens. Marissa's plays then hold up to the end of the bargain. Sorry, Marissa's plays. You have a chance to. You always have a chance to. You have a YCS to. But right now, you're going to hold you up at your end of the bargain, and they're unloading their side up mines. Of course they are. They're not dummies. They want to get rid of all this value so they can put money into another deck that's competitive. I totally get it. There are very few that still play a deck, and I commend you for that. And hopefully you win the YCS this weekend. But looking at it right now, Maurice hasn't pulled up the end of the bargain. The values are going lower. Dingjusu. coming out of Dark Neostorm, with a $29, almost $30 market price. The value for unlimited are roughly around 28. Versions are roughly around $30 for Dingus. This card's still an expensive card. It's gonna be, it's Orcus, one of the best decks in the game. Yeah, I mean, you need it one, max, you need 2 Dingusus. So yeah, I get, it's very expensive, and I totally get why. We have Mech Knight Crusader Aramax with a $23 price point. The market price is still showing it roughly around 22, not 23 yet, but it's still very expensive. This card is very hard to out. If you're looking to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And you can make this card, you're in a really good position. We also have No Material holding a $19 market price for Unlimited. Market price currently right now is at $19 straight. And then when you get a first edition version of No Material, you'll see roughly around $20. Now, this is a very hidden card that's throughout the weekend. I don't know about No Material, to be honest with you. I own my playset. I think the card's good. I think it's any tempo deck, and we're definitely in a tempo format for anyone that's not playing control. Where if you're playing tempo, I think No Material is a blowout against those matchups. The only question is, are you gonna play it? Because I can think the card's really good. I can think Ash Blossom is a great card, but if nobody plays it, the card's worth $1. That's how the market works. That's how the market responds. And with No Material, I think it's a great card, but if nobody plays it, it's not gonna go up in value. If nobody can see what I can see about it, the value's not gonna spike. So I really want to know what you guys think. Do you think No Material is worth it? Do you think it's not worth it? I think it is, to be honest with you. I think it's a great side deck card. Almost a staple. Then we have Cherubini, Ebon Angel, the Burning Abyss. This card's like, so the market price of this card is about $9.69. And first edition versions of this card is about $10. So it's not like a huge jump. But I will say, Burning Abyss is still good. Burning Abyss needs to come with a balance unlocks just to be like back in. Like that quickly. Konami goes, we're going to put Seer Graph to 2. I really do think Burning Abyss has a great potential to be back in the meta. 100%. You just put Seer Graph to 2. You take a step back and you go, and then the market just caves in on itself for Burning Abyss. So my question to you guys right now, are you going in and buying Burning Abyss cards? So you had your core. I had my core. I never got rid of my core. Well, I did at downtime when it was at peak price, and I rebought it when it was at not peak price. But nevertheless, I had my core. Do you have yours? I don't own Cherubini because at one point it was too expensive. Right now it's only at $10. Not that bad of a price point. At max you need like 2 of these cards, if that. So up to you whether or not you want to buy these, but this is a really good card to go in and grab, and I think I might consider picking one up myself. And love to know what you guys think if you're looking to play Burning Abyss, or if not, do you have your core? You need to get your core. If the World Chancellor's card is currently at an $8 price point near its market price, this card, everyone needs to have one of these. I think if you're looking to play Dragon Maidens, you can make into this card really easily. Also have Omni Dragon Brotor, which is about $6.50, and underneath it's $8 market price. So another very inexpensive card right now in the meta. So I want to talk about cards nobody's looking at right now. I always love talking about cards nobody's looking at right now. It's my favorite thing to do. Sorry about that, I got cotton mouth. It's my favorite thing to do. It's all about cards just nobody's even paying attention to right now. Okay? Now, before I begin with that, my picks, I will show you one more card, which is Infinite Permanence. Coming out of Flames of Destruction, Infinite Permanence value has went back to its value before the reprint of Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence holding a $63 market price. Unlimited versions of the card is about $65, also as well as first edition. $65 for Infinite Impermanence. That was the price it was before the announcement of the reprint of Ultra Rare Infinite Impermanence and Dual Power. Oh, by the way, that Ultra Rare reprint of Infinite Impermanence and Dual Power, yeah, that bad boy was about $50 when it first came out and went down as low as $30. Infinite Permanence is still a great card. It's great against so many decks, and in certain cases, it's a game changer. So, do you have yours, or are you just waiting for the reprint? The Ultra Rare OTS 1 Pack 12 reprint. Konami, you heard what I said. Get to the presses. It'd be great to see this card Ultimate Rare. Alright, picks of the day. I love talking about these cards. Once again, nobody talks about these cards. Nobody looks over here. And there's so much value. Solemn Scolding, coming out of the new challenges, is a secret rare that has a $2 market price. Let you play first editions are barely under. It's $1.29, $1.42 for like let you play first edition versions of Solemn Scolding. It did come out in the as a secret rare reprint, I believe, in the Megatons, 2015 Megatons. It did come out as a secret rare reprint as 2015 Megatons, but for $1 and change, you can get yourself a secret rare original print version of Solemn Scolding. Why is this card good? Well, let's read it. This is the only set card in your Spell and Trap cards, a Spell and Trap zone, when a monster would be summoned, or a Spell and Trap card, or monster effect is anything. Pay 3,000 life points and get the summon and activation if you destroy this card. This is a better version of Solemn Judgment for decks that aren't control. This is for non-control decks that want to have Solemn Judgment. It's that simple. This card literally says if it's the only card that's set, which once again, if you're playing a non-control deck, that's easy. If you're playing any kind of spicy tech, spicy kind of Lunar Orcas, Pure Orcas, even Thunder Dragon variants. You can play this card. You can 100% play because you're not gonna play that many back row. You're not gonna play that many set back row. You can play this one card. And when a monster will be summoned, when spell trap cards activate, all monster effects, anything your opponent does, activate this, pay 3,000 life points, and negate it all, and destroy that card. The reason I like this card a lot because with Solemn Judgment, which does not negate summons, this card does. Solemn Judgment, when you first activate it, costs you 4,000 life points. This costs you 3. Solemn Strike is 1,500 and negates almost anything except, you know, spells and traps. This card, well, depending on certain conditions and criteria being met, this card does. This card is so good and nobody knows about it. Hell, you know what? Scratch what I said about control plays. You can play this card too. It actually works really good for you guys. And yeah, if you can find a way to gain life points as well in your deck, where you can play your third copy if you go into the late game, this card's worth it. Nobody's looking at it right now. Nobody's talking about it. And if you don't have any new challenge first editions, well, the market will easily get clean under your feet. I highly recommend you go and grab your playset. If you guys are looking to buy any cards, look at my TCG player link. I greatly appreciate you guys will bookmark it. I really would. But yeah, this is a really big card, a huge card that we used to play and we just kind of forgot about. But now we're in this meta where you could go Orcus Crescendo, Solemn Scolding, and have Orcus board. How does your opponent play through that? They mentally always think about playing through a Crescendo, always. But how do you play against a Crescendo and then play against a Solemn Scolding that's next to each other? Like, it's really good if you think about it. Anyway, up next, guys, we have Mystical Ref Panel coming out of Duelist Revolution. This card has a solo print, and everyone forgot about it. $9.40 market price. Activate when a spell card targets one player is activated. The effect of that spell card is applied to the other player instead. We used to use this when someone did Pantheism. We activated Ref Panel, and we got Pantheism benefits, which is really cool if you think about it. I think there's still a lot of cards in the game, or especially moving forward in the future part of the game, that this card would be good for. It only has a one printing in Duelist Revolution. That's it. And we'll look at that set in a sec. I'll tell you what was in that set, but Light You Play first editions are under $10 for Mystical Ref Panel. The value over it from Duelist Revolution had like Effect Fill and Warning and Duality. It was a set in which a Secret Rare was highly underlooked, but right now it's not. Well, until this moment, until everyone's now watching this video, it's not, and this is still a very good card. There's great future potential, and I highly recommend you grab your playset because KONAMI has not reprinted this. I think they kind of forgot about this card. Up next, we have Different Dimension Ground. Now, I will say, unlike my previous two cards, people are slowly starting to catch on to this card. There's two versions of this card, realistically. Oh, sorry, no. Dual Devastator has an ultra rare. Bowser Legend has an ultra rare. Realistically, the run you want to buy from Star Strike Blast, the original print super rares, that's what I have. I think that's the best copy of it. Highest rarity is definitely this version. It looks the nicest. Market price is roughly around under $2. Name it first editions are 56 cents. Nobody's looking at this card. They're focusing on the ultra rares because they're gonna go, okay, super rare, ultra rare is higher. Yes, but Star Strike Blast, the God of Orb value God sets has this card in it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with that one. I just think it's a better version. Anyway. Different Dimension Ground's a great card. It's being used against a lot of plays right now, especially, and you play against Strikers, they don't banish any spells. You play against Moonlights, they can't use their graveyard. Moonlight Orcus just scoops to you. Thunder Dragons have a bit of a difficult matchup, depending on what they do, and depending when you activate this card. I like to activate this card when they activate Thunder Dragon Fusion, so Fusion gets banished. That's when I like to do it. If you want to play in that side deck, I don't think you should, but hey, if you want to, sure. Good against True Dracos, because everything gets banished. So the minute they go, oh, I activate this to go tribute this guy. The minute they flip that card open to try to sack a card to lower your monster's attack and defense by half, you activate this and you go, that card's banished. It's actually a really big deal. And certain hand traps that need to go to graveyard in order to finish their effect from activating, this card says no. It's a phenomenal card, almost in my opinion, a side deck staple. And if you're looking to play control decks, seriously, get on top of this train. It's really good right now, and the value is dirt cheap. Once again, there's only 5 pages on TCG Player. And nobody's listing multiple copies of this card, so enjoy buying your playset. Seriously, buy it now. Next, Ultra Polymerization. Originally coming out of Maximum Crisis with a 2018 Megaton version and hitting Summoner Super Rare. Let's look at original print, because original print is like insanely good value. 91 cents on limited versions of 40 cents, first versions of 46 cents. We should also get an instruction coming out in February of the next year. I think anything Fusion related is something we need to look at. Whether you think it's amazing, we think it's not amazing, it's inconsequential. It says Fusion on it. What does it do, and how can I use this for Shadows to make me a better player, or give me a better edge on my opponent when he's playing Shadows, if they were playing a mirror match? Well, pay 2,000 life points. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extract using 2 monsters you control as fusion materials. Not a player can activate cards or effects in response to card of activation. That is the same effect as Super Poly. You just activate Ultra Poly, opponent's like, well, I'll activate. No, you're not. You're not doing nothing. Shut your damn mouth. Sit right there. Just wait. You can't activate nothing when I do this card. You have to watch me use this card. And it's and by the way, that activation effect is throughout the whole card's effect. So you can mention this card from your graveyard, target one fusion monster with fusion summon with this card's effect. Special summon all the fusion materials used for its fusion summon from your graveyard, but change their attack and defense to 0. Also, they have their effects negated. Basically, ultra polymerization. You bring out a fusion monster, use ultra polymerization, and then you bring the material out. So you use, I don't know, anything, polymerization, shadow fusion, L-Shadow fusion, anything to keep progressing your turn state. This card's absolutely insane. Nobody knows about it. Nobody's talked about it. When Maximum Crisis first came out, I said this is the card you want to grab. It was at $2 at the time. The value, 91 cents. Once again, unlimited 40 versus is 46 cents. All I'm saying is, if you want to grab a playset, just be ready. You can. This is the highest version, by the way. This is max rarity. It did come out super rare in Hidden Summoners. It's about 12 cents. So as long as you grab your playset, I think you're good to go. I think this is a card nobody's looking at right now, and it's a card that's really good. Karazalite Monarch from OTS One Pack 2 is a $19 market price. The value is currently at $27. I don't know why it's going up in value, but I do think Karaz is a great card. I think Monarchs, if you guys once again follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of my Monarch board, and I was like, guys, why isn't Monarchs talking about more? Monarchs has probably the best field spell in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. I'm sorry, Secret Vision spellcasters, your stuff is cute. Monarch's field spell says, I lock you out of the extra deck. Those extra 15 cards, gone. Like, why is this not talked about more? I'm just very confused about that. Anyway, look at the curse on OTS Tournament Pack 2. I think everyone should own one if you're looking to play any kind of Monarch variant. $27 is pretty high in value, but you can buy a trade for it. And that's what I recommend you guys do. Anyway, Pasados, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Thank you so much. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. I'm sorry about having a little bit later market watch. I've been really busy today. Answer the comment question of the day. I would love to know what you guys think. Are you excited about Mystic Fighters? Are you excited about this beautiful, and I mean, can we just, seriously, beautiful Mystic Fighters playmat? I mean, it looks absolutely stunning. And are you looking to win yours? Whether you trade it for any of these cards I mentioned today, or just to have it for your collection. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy V. And you Paisanos, have a great day.